Yo, yo, it's your boy Simon. Shanking and prison are two things that coincide like peanut butter and jelly. Everybody's got their prison shank story. If you've been locked up, most likely you've seen somebody get shanked. Here's my story. Let's get it. At this point in time, I was locked up maybe about 6 months. And I remember this vividly. I was still in Cook County Jail in dorm 2. Basically, it was a 48-man dorm filled to the brim. There was guys that were sleeping on these boats. And what a boat is basically like a piece of plastic that you put a mattress in because they had no more bunk space. And it was very political with the bunks. So there was a lot of turmoil. So this story is basically how I witnessed my first shanking. This was actually my only shanking that I ever witnessed. Cook County's a war zone, gladiator deck. Shit goes down in there left and right, and usually over the pettiest shit. So I remember this day, just like any other day. We're all locked up, all 48. Actually, at this point, I think it was there was substantially more than 48 because everything was super packed in there. This was in 2010. And usually guys play in the day room. The day room is built into the dorm, and it's just like one big gymnasium. Okay, so it was about midday, maybe around, I don't know, 5, 6. Chow just came through. The boys done cleaned up. Everybody's got a card, spades table, dirty hearts table. Everybody's getting down. All you hear is cards getting smacked. You know, people yelling, people screaming. You see crack smoke coming out of the bathroom. You know, guys rapping on their chest, man, pretending to shoot each other with guns and shit as fingers. All sorts of dumb shit, right? So I'm playing cards with me and the boys. We used to play spades all the time. And right next to us, there was another table. They were super, super loud, and they were slamming dominoes and shit. So they switched over from dominoes to spades. Okay, now spades in prison, if you did not know, basically it's a card game. You could either play cutthroat, which means everybody plays solo, or you can play teams, which is 2-on-2. And that's where the most gambling happens. Spades, poker, etc. So them boys decided to gamble. Now gambling in prison, it only goes one of two ways. Smooth or downhill real quick. People start accusing others of cheating, all sorts of stuff, right? So these boys, they start playing spades, right? And you can tell their demeanor already, man. Like something's gonna pop off. They're just all over the place. Also, a little backtrack. I'm on the medical unit at this point, so everybody's got some kind of ailment. Like I was in a wheelchair at this point, and guys that have crutches. There are certain guys that have psych medication. Guys that basically need some type of access to a nurse immediately. Okay, so ironically enough, the medical unit is actually one of the most dangerous unit because you can make a weapon out of damn near anything. A wheelchair part, you could shave that up to a shank. I've seen many of them before. Crutch parts, canes turned into like a javelin. I mean, dude, at night you just hear guys grinding like either metal or some type of wood on the concrete floor because the whole floor was just filled with concrete. So these boys are playing spades, right? They're getting louder and louder and louder. You just hear people arguing. You feel the animosity growing. We're like, oh, shit, here we go, right? So we dip off the table. We go back to our bunks, right? And all you hear is arguing. So at this point, I was in a wheelchair. I roll up by their table, and two guys are standing up. One guy's in a wheelchair, and he's fucking calling people out. He's calling them left and right. He's calling the B word, which the B word, once it happens, the B word is bitch. And it has a big, big stigma in prison. If you call somebody a bitch, you know it's go time. You can just feel your hairs standing up. You know something's going to happen. If you let somebody call you the B word in the joint, you're either going to get extorted by everybody else around you, or you got to go to PC. Point blank, period. You cannot let that shit fly because it is just, you want to paint a target on your back. So them boys are yelling. And the guy in the wheelchair, he starts calling people bitches, like, you're a cheater, you blah, 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 be this, be that. So the other guy gets up. He's like, I know you ain't calling me a cheater. This, that, and the other. So he comes up off the table to the guy in the wheelchair, right? Now, the guy in the wheelchair, he was no pussy. I mean, obviously he had something up his sleeve. He had a lot of confidence for somebody that was wheelchair bound. So the guy comes up to the guy in the wheelchair. He's like, yo, homie, man, you ain't gonna be calling me no B word, this, that, and the other. And the guy in the wheelchair just calls him a bitch again, right to his face. So they go in on it. Bink, 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 bink. All you see is swinging everybody. Oh, shit, bro. Get him, get him, get him, right? Just a clown fest, a fiesta. I'm over there just looking from the side. I'm like, oh, shit, here we go. But this time, usually, this stuff gets diffused rather quickly, right? Now, they're going at it for a while. Now, the guy in the wheelchair falls off the wheelchair, and he's on the ground. And the other guy's over there stomping him, right? And he stops. So the guy that initially attacked the man in the wheelchair starts walking off. The guy in the wheelchair wasn't having it. Oh, no, 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 no. He takes out a shank out of his, I think it was his sock, his underwear, I don't even know where, maybe his prison pocket. He takes out a shank that he made out of his wheelchair. All you hear is a loud pop. Like somebody just popped a balloon or something. It wasn't that drastic, but it was like, I can't describe it. I can't describe it. It was just like a... Next thing you know, the guy's screaming, oh, shit! He stabbed me, he stabbed me, he stabbed me. And sure enough, the guy in the wheelchair done stabbed the dude that attacked him over a card game, over Spades. Everybody's screaming, oh, shit! Oh. Everybody disperses, right? So the guy that's that just got shanked, he's over there walking around. He's like, oh my God, I'm bleeding, I'm bleeding, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying. And the guy in the wheelchair is literally crawling to him to try to get another jab at him, right? So he starts going towards the bubble. He's screaming bloody murder. You just see blood everywhere. It's just splattered. It's leaking from his leg. And the guy in the wheelchair is still going after him, right? But at this point, he's not in the wheelchair. He's just crawling on the ground like I don't even know. Like a snail. So the guy that got stabbed, he starts banging on the door. So the unit was enclosed, and the only way to get a hold of the cops was to bang on this door that had a small window, and the cop's desk was on the other side of the door. So he's banging up, he's banging out. The cops come in. The cops like, what the hell do you want? And the guy shows him his leg. He's like, yo, I just got stabbed. Blah, blah, blah. The cops come in. Who stabbed you? He points at the guy on the ground, crawling. They're looking at him like, oh, really? Okay, well, all right. So they wait for about 2 or 3 more backup. They grab the guy that was on the floor from the wheelchair. They hog tie him. They put him into like these shackles. They take the shank off him. They take him off the unit. There's blood still everywhere. They tell us, yo, you guys got to clean this shit up. They give us some bleach. They give us some disinfectant. And it was just another day. That day, that memory of just seeing all that blood, hearing that pop, that was intense. I never expected anything like that to happen. Right? And after the fact, Orange Crush came in, which is like a CERT team. And anytime there's like a crisis, the CERT team comes in. They shake down the whole unit. So we were all forced to strip down butt naked, bent over and cough. You guys know the drill. And they left. Next day was just like a brand new day. Like nothing happened. Sure, people were talking about it, but that stuff in Cook County Jail, that shit was common. Over the most pettiest stuff. Over a card game. Over a word being called a B word. I mean, it just baffles me to this day how simple-minded certain individuals are. But I mean, it be what it is. It is what it be. That's what they say up in the joint. So unless you're ready to go, unless you're truly ready to take on all the consequences that come from your actions, especially in the joint, where stuff can go awry at the matter of a snap. Just realize, make wise decisions. Do stuff that's productive, because what's the point? There isn't. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you found it enlightening, if you found it entertaining, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I also stream on twitch.tv/everyonekills. Come on through, come kick it. Every night we there, 11 p.m. Central. Till next time, nothing but love. Be good, stay safe. Peace.